Hello children, welcome back. Now I'm doing 10th class Telangana State Syllabus Real Numbers topic. Before going to that, let us talk about the proverb opportunity seldom knocks twice. What is the meaning of opportunity? It is the condition to do a work, children. See, sometimes if you have to do some work, you need everything possible for you, then only you can do work. Whatever work it is, you should require whatever requirement that should be available to you, and you should have an intention of doing that, and your circumstances should allow you to do the job. After all these are correct, or they are all cooperating with each other, then you can do the work successfully. Sometimes you feel that it is so difficult the work, I cannot do it, I need somebody's help, but the one who can help you is somewhere else, so you can't do. At that time, in case somebody whom you don't know, when they have come and helped you to do the job, that is nothing but the opportunity, children. It's a situation which is allowing you to do your work successfully. But children, every time this opportunity will not come just like to you. You will get opportunity only when you are really eligible for it. So, most of the time what happens, even if we get an opportunity to do a job, we don't do it, we neglect it. Our luck has gone, we cannot proceed with that job. If you are very cautious about your way of dealing with the things, if you are very cautious that I should complete this, that confirm determination is there in you, then definitely opportunity will knock at your door at one day or the other to be successful. But remember, children, it knocks your door only once. So be very, very careful to observe it, to identify it, and to follow it, so that you will have a bright future. In case if you neglect it, you don't get a second knock to your door, children. You have lost is lost. That is what the meaning of this opportunity seldom knocks twice. Very rarely, second knocking of the opportunity will not be there. Knocking means getting that help. Once the God somehow, after seeing your sincerity, He will somehow or the other make somebody to help you. If you don't accept it, definitely you have to repent to children afterwards. So be careful. Now let us come back to our studies. I am doing the Telangana State Syllabus, 10th class, and real numbers. In this real numbers, now we are going to have this page 16. I am doing page 16, example 8. Example 8. Children, in the earlier case, I have done that in the previous video. I have done root 2 is irrational. How to prove root 2 is irrational? That type of some more problems we are doing now. This is show that 5 minus root 3 is irrational. This is the question. 5 minus root 3 is irrational. So let us suppose that let 5 minus root 3 is rational. If you suppose that 5 minus root 3 is rational, what does this implies? This implies 5 minus root 3 is equal to a by b, where a and b are co-primes. When a and b are co-primes, what you can see, children, here? 5 minus root 3 is a by b. That means 5 minus a by b, you can take it as root 3. This you can make b as LCM. So 5b minus a is equal to root 3. In this case, you see children, one LHS is there, one RHS is there. LHS is rational number. LHS is rational. What is RHS, children? RHS is irrational. One is rational, one is irrational. Therefore, we will say that LHS is not equal to RHS. When you say that LHS is not equal to RHS, we will say that our assumption is false. Therefore, 5 minus root 3 is irrational. This is how you prove this, children. 5 minus root 3 is irrational. You have proved in this way. So please note it down, children. Next. We will go to the next example. The next example here is example 9. Example 9 is show that 3 root 3 is a rational number. 2 root 3 is rational, or it is a rational number. Now let us suppose, let 3 root 2 is rational, is irrational, sorry. The question is, show that 3 root 2 is irrational. This is the question. Let us suppose that 3 root 2 is rational. What do you mean by this, children? 3 root 2 is equal to a by b, where a and b are co-primes. So in this case, what you can say, children, you can take root 2 on the left side is equal to a by b into 1 by 3. That means root 2 is equal to a by 3b. A by 3b means in this case, LHS is irrational and RHS is rational. That means what? LHS is not equal to RHS. So what you will write? Therefore, our assumption is false. Therefore, 3 root 2 is irrational. You can prove it, children. These are all, this type of sums are very important for the exam, children. Sometimes for 2 marks, or sometimes for 4 marks. Sometimes big problems means you are getting for 6 marks. But mostly you are getting this type of questions in your examination. So please learn it carefully. I hope you have followed what I have taught. Now, let us see the next page. What is given in the next one, same page, example 10. You have to prove that root 2 plus root 3 is irrational. See, children, both are having root 2 and roots under roots, the numbers are there. So let root 2 plus root 3 is rational. We are supposing it. What does this implies? Root 2 plus root 3 is equal to a by b, where A and B are co-primes. If A and B are co-primes, we are going to square on squaring both the sides. If you are squaring on both the sides, root 2 plus root 3 whole square is equal to A by B whole square. This means what, children? A plus B whole square. That is A square plus B square plus 2AB. You know this, children? A plus B whole square, A square plus B square plus 2 root AB is equal to A square by B square. That means root 2 whole square is 2 plus root 3 whole square is 3 plus 2 into 2 3s are 6 root 6 is equal to A square by B square. This is what you are getting, children. Root 2 whole square is root 2 into root 2 is 2. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. 2 into 2 3s are 6 under root is equal to A square plus A square by B square. What do you mean by this, children? 5 plus 2 root 6 is equal to A square by B square. So, let me take 2 root 6 is equal to A square by B square minus 5. Plus 5 when it goes there, minus 5. That means 2 root 6 is equal to, take LCM, B square, A square minus 5B square you will be getting. So, you want only root 6. Root 6 is equal to A square minus 5B square by B square into 1 by 2. So, what you are getting here? Root 6 is equal to A square minus 5B square by 2B square. So, you see, children, LHS is irrational. RHS is rational. Therefore, LHS is not equal to RHS. Therefore, what you will say? Our assumption is false. Therefore, what you will say? Root 2 plus root 3 is irrational. This is how you have to prove this problem, children. I hope you have followed. Only the thing is, you should know A plus B whole square formula correctly and how to substitute those values. So I hope you have understood. Copy this, children. Now, let us go to the next topic. After this example 10, you are going to have in page 17 exercise 1.4. So page 17 exercise 1.4. So let us see the first problem. You have to prove that first bit 1 by root 2 is irrational. 1 by root 2 is irrational. Same way, that means let 1 by root 2 is rational. When you consider 1 by root 2 is rational, this implies 1 by root 2 is equal to A by B, where A and B are co-primes. Where A and B are co-primes. That means what? If 1 by root 2 is A and B, this implies root 2 is equal to B by A. I have written reciprocal of it. So reciprocal of it. So here what you are getting? LHS is irrational. And RHS is rational. Therefore, LHS is not equal to RHS. So, our assumption is false. Therefore, 1 by root 2 is irrational. This is how you can prove this, children. Write down this. 1 by root 2 is irrational. Copy it, children. Next. Next, we will go to the second bit. What is the second bit? Root 3 plus root 5 is irrational. Just now we have done, children. Same procedure we have to consider. Let root 3 plus root 5 is rational. What does this implies? Root 3 plus root 5 is equal to a by b, where a and b are coprimes. So in this case, you square on the both sides. On squaring both the sides, root 3 plus root 5 whole square is equal to a by b whole square. So a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2 into a into b. I hope you are understanding. I am saying the formula but writing a value and b value. A is root 3, b is root 5. So a square plus b square plus 2ab is equal to a square by b square. Root 3 square is 3, root 5 square is 5 plus 2 root 3 5 are 15 is equal to a square by b square. That means 8 plus 2 root 15 is equal to a square by b square. What do you mean by this? 2 root 15 is equal to a square by b square minus 8 plus 8. When it goes to the other side, minus 8. That means 2 root 15 is equal to LCM b square, a square minus 8b square. So what is root 15? A square minus 8b square by b square into 1 by 2. That means root 15 is equal to a square minus 8b square by 2b square. So in this case, what you are getting, children? LHS is rational. LHS is irrational. Irrational. And RHS is rational. Therefore, LHS is not equal to RHS. Therefore, our assumption is false. Therefore, root 3 plus root 5 is irrational. This is the proof, children. So, we will go to the third bit. Third bit is 6 plus root 2 is irrational. They are asking you to prove that 6 plus root 2 is irrational. So let us suppose 6 plus root 2 is rational. What does this imply? 6 plus root 2 is equal to a by b, where A and B are co-primes. So you have got A and B are co-primes. So what is root 2, children? Root 2 is A by B minus 6. That means take LCM B. A minus 6B root 2 is. So in this case, LHS is irrational and RHS is rational. Therefore, LHS is not equal to RHS. Therefore, our assumption is false. Therefore, 6 plus root 2 is irrational. This is your answer, children. Write down. Now, fourth bit, you have to prove that root 5, it is just like you have done now, root 2 is irrational. In the same procedure, you have to do this. Root 5 is irrational. You have to prove that root 5 is irrational. Let root 5 is rational. When you are considering root 5 as rational, this implies that root 5 is equal to A by B, where A and B are co-primes. Okay. That means on squaring both the sides, root 5 whole square is equal to A by B whole square. That means 5 is equal to A square by B square. Means 5B square is equal to A square. This implies B square is equal to A square by 5. What do you mean by this? 5 divides A square. This implies 5 divides A, basing on the theorem which you have learnt. That means if any number divides, if a number divides A square, then it divides. P we have taken. If P divides A square, then P divides A. So in that case, if you have said 5 divides A square, 5 divides A. When 5 divides A, we know that 5 into some number is equal to A. Earlier also I have done. When you are dividing with 5, some number A and remainder is 0. So when you multiply these two, you are getting A. So 5 into C is equal to A. This you can write. When 5 into C is equal to A, on squaring both the sides, 5C whole square is equal to A square. That means 25C square is equal to A square. But what is A square given here, children? A square is 5B square. So 25C square is equal to 5B square. That means what is C square, children? 5B square by 25. 5 ones are, 5 5s are. What does this imply? 5 divides B square. If 5 divides B square, this implies 5 divides B, basing on the theorem. So, what did you get, children, here? You have got 5 divides A and 5 divides B. You have got it this. But here we said that A and B are co-primes. If they are co-primes, I said that they don't have any other common factor except 1. But now we have got, according to our proof, we have got 5 is also a factor. Therefore, we will say that our assumption is false. Therefore, root 5 is irrational. In your examination, sometimes I have even seen children, root 7 is irrational. I have told you when I was dealing with root 2. Same procedure you need to follow for any other value that is given to you. So root 5, root 2, root 7, root 11. These are mostly asked questions. If they ask you to prove them as irrational, this is the method. Method is all 100% same, children. Where is the change? Change is only in the number which is given to you. So write down. Now, let us see what is the next sum given here. The next sum is for fifth bit. 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. This you have to prove. Let 3 plus 2 root 5 is let 3 plus 2 root 5 is rational. When you are considering it as a rational number, what does this implies? 3 plus 2 root 5 is equal to a by b, where a and b are co-primes. When a and b are co-primes, 2 root 5 is equal to a by b minus 3. That means 2 root 5 is equal to LCM b, a minus 3b. So what is root 5, children? Root 5 is a minus 3b by b into 1 by 2. That means a minus 3b by b by 2b. So root 5 is equal to a minus 3b by 2b. In this, what is LHS, children? LHS is irrational. And RHS is rational. So what you will say, therefore, LHS is not equal to RHS. So our assumption is false. Therefore, what you will say? 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. This is the answer for this one, children. This completes the first bit. Copy this. Next. Second problem we are going to do the second bit. What is the second bit? The second bit here is prove that root p plus root q is irrational. Very, very important sum, children. Let root p plus root q or root p plus root q is rational. When it is rational, this implies root p plus root q is equal to a by b, where A and B are co-primes. So when now A and B are co-primes, on squaring both the sides, root P plus root is equal to A by B whole square. A plus B whole square. A square plus B square plus 2 into A into B is equal to A square by B square. I hope you have followed, children. This is in the place of A, this is in the place of B. So A square plus B square plus 2 into A into B. So root P square is P plus root Q square is Q plus 2 root PQ is equal to A square by B square. Now, you take 2 root PQ is equal to A square by B square. Here plus P becomes minus P and minus Q. So take LCM B square. So A square minus B square P minus B square Q you will be getting. For what? 2 root PQ. So what is root PQ? A square minus B square P minus B square Q by B square into 1 by 2. Means A square minus B square P minus B square Q by 2 B square. So what you are getting here, children? What is LHS? LHS is root P by P, root PQ, no? So irrational. LHS is irrational. Irrational. What is RHS? Is rational. Therefore, what you will say? LHS is not equal to RHS. Therefore, our assumption is false. Our assumption is false. Therefore, root P plus root Q is irrational. So I hope you have understood this, children. I am stopping here. Next part we will see in the next class.